Hello, my name is the X15W. I am a quadcopter from Syma, and I am going to bind to the jumper.
Alright, that's enough out of you. Dude, they're always trying to steal spotlight from J-Drone. So he is correct. He is the X15W, and we are going to bind it to the jumper. I already have the Syma protocol bound in here. I've showed you guys how to do it several times on several different models, so I'm not going to go through it. If you want me to go through it, down below, type, hit return, then I will go through it. But for the sake of time here, he's done jabberjawing. We're going to turn him on by holding that, and it blinks. And then I already have the Syma protocol on. Make sure all of my switches are up, and bamzo, it locked. And just to show you guys the connection, I was talking about it last video. That's the connection right there. I don't know how well you're able to see that. It's an oddball connection. It looks very much like that connection right there, but it's not. It's dedicated to Syma. Syma put this connection out, I'm pretty sure. But we're gonna put that there, and we're going to give this a little flyaroo. And to start motors on an altitude hold drone with a non-altitude hold controller, like you can do this with the X5C's controller, you simply go up. You can leave it up for however long you want. It's up. But as soon as you bring it down, the motors will fire. Then you come just about all the way down, and then you can go, and we didn't do it quick enough. So we're gonna go up, we're gonna come down, and then once you're down, you press up again. Oh, buddy. We got pitch rate. Whoop. Easy, easy. Yes, we saved it. Absolutely did save it. Well, we got a buzzer here. And that's what this jumper does. 90% of everything. I just want to see something. I'm going to flick this switch down here. I want to see if that did anything. No, that didn't do anything. On the DM007, a switch was programmed for like a turbo speed. That's not the case with this one, but dude, this is great. Whoop, going up too high. And again, you have to control your altitude hold because the center stick on this is not centered. Right there, it's pretty close, so it's kind of maintaining altitude, as you can see. But clearly, it's down a little bit much, so it's dropping altitude. Let me try to get it centered to show you. That might be centered right there. Nope, it's raising altitude. It's hard to do, but it kind of gives you more flyability. Whoa, easy, easy. Yeah, Save City. This is the Save City drone. I've been good at saving this from crashing. Last flight, I had a couple near crashes. Whoop. So this is cool. As far as the flips go, you're gonna have to go into the mixers and set switches for the switches. Me, generally when I'm on the jumper, generally when I fly, I'm really not doing flips or anything. But generally when I'm flying on the jumper, it's for increased range. So what I might do with this, I might throw a small all-in-one camera like we see on this here, the DR1. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. Whoop. I might throw one of them on there because I think this will be able to lift that type of camera, and maybe we can have PV this. When I first started flying FPV, I was using the Cyclone a lot. I enjoyed the Cyclone, but I couldn't get the Cyclone on the jumper, so I was stuck with the stock controller. Now this is on the jumper. I've stuck the large red Syma, I believe it's the HG altitude hold one. I've stuck that on the jumper and FPV'd that, and I absolutely love it. Something a little bit smaller is probably a little bit more ideal than a larger drone like that. So this might be a perfect candidate for that because we have better flyability out of this on the jumper, and we'll have increased range. We'll absolutely have increased range on the jumper. I'm gonna go ahead and it's backpedaling a little bit. Try to bring it in here. Just to be like, hold on. Lower altitude, not that low, not that low. Back up, back up. Just trying to get the drone and the jumper in the same picture, which is easier said than done. Whoop! Not that time. We're holding down. There we go. It takes a while. On the jumper, and also, excuse my wiry mess here, we're getting untangled. On the jumper and also the stock controller, it takes a while to shut those motors down by holding down. Not a bad thing. That means there's not a fail-safe like the HW or the HG, the altitude hold one, where you're going to hold down and it's going to drop out of the sky. And again, simply to start this up, down. When you're all the way down, you need to go back up then. And let's see if we can calibrate this. We're all the way down. Takes a couple seconds. Let's see if we can calibrate this by going this way. Yes, so you can still calibrate it with the jumper by going to 7 o'clock position. We're going to go back up, all the way down, and then up again. And then, here, I'll show you another trick here. I did this with the DM007 too. We can turn up the pitch rate on this. We can go into model menu. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. We can go into mixers. We can go into, let's see, nope, we got to go over to simple and go down. And where it says 100, we could jack that up to 125. And then go up to save. And then we will go down to the next one, simple, go all the way down to where it says 100, jack it up to 125, go up to save. And again, hopefully this is coming on the screen, and go up to 125 and click save, and then go down to the rudder and then go down to 125 and click save. This is also going to increase the pitch rate, and it's going to increase everything by 25%. So we're going to go up, down, and then up again. Yeah, and now we have increased pitch rate, a little bit better than what it was before. And it's not crazy or anything, but that'll give you a little bit better fighting chance and some wind that maybe it's almost at a stalemate, or it's able to fight, but you're really not able to fly in it. You'll be able to definitely fly in it if you could almost fly in it, if you dig what I'm saying. So that's just a little trick that I've learned with the jumper. Now in the instruction manual for the jumper, it does tell you what the switches are designated to. Like if there's a camera control switch, if there's a flip switch or whatnot, per protocol. The Syma protocol is a pretty basic protocol. Some of your other protocols aren't so basic, where it might not have them defined, and then you just really have to screw around with it and add switches and see what it does and try to figure out what it does. Like the Hubsan Plus, the H10, I think it's H107 Plus, that one you can control the camera from the jumper, you just have to add the switch. This will be a full flight video on the jumper, and I'll give you a vague idea of flight time on here. I'm just going to flick some switches here while I'm flying to see if anything is pre-programmed. Whoop! Easy. Trying to control it while switching switches, easier said than done. Nope, I don't think anything's pre-programmed. I've flipped the switches all, and I kind of pressed up and down. I was kind of looking for a flip feature, but again, you have to go into there and program them yourself if you wanted to have those features on the jumper. Woo! So all in all, J-Drone's digging this. It flies well on the jumper. It flies well on the stock controller and up and save. Yes. Both, let's see, try to get the stabilize. Both these controllers for it work well. Obviously, I prefer the jumper over the stock one because the stock one's a little bit smaller. And if you don't have the jumper, you definitely could, you can use the X8's controller with this without a doubt. And you'll have bigger controller, you'll probably get better range. And if you don't have an X8 and you just have an X5C, you can use that controller. It's not as big as the X8, but it's bigger than the stock controller that I just showed you. Whoop! That's my almost crash noise. Woo! Eye to eye. What up, buddy? What up? What up, buddy? Cool drone, very cool drone. This is very much a traditional flying drone. Woo! Almost. As far as a quadcopter goes, it's very reminiscent of the X5C, besides the fact that it has altitude hold, but on the jumper you kind of cancel that out. Whoop! Almost. Whoop! We're down. There's durability test. That's the best durability test that we hit yet. And we're gonna go back up again. Did I kill it? Nope, didn't kill it, and should have calibrated the gyroscope, but it seems to be sitting all right. Whoop! Flying backwards now. That's horrible. I wonder where that controller came from. Controller just came down. That's number 2 durability test. Now I get to be a ballerina and kind of hop through my mess here. My organized mess. It is an organized mess. I know just about where everything is when I come in here to look for stuff. I could probably tell you exactly where this controller came from. That was probably right up there, or it was over here. That's the Condor's controller. We're down here, and we did knock a drone down. This is just a shell. This is a shell to the H2O AVX, which I believe was like right here. Bamzo. There's the X5A. There's Bayang Toys X5. There's a Striker, which is an X5's clone. And as we make it back here, we are back. Let's see if we killed it. Durability test number 2. Did we pass? It's good, guys. So this is going to be a durable drone. You've heard me dice up those blades a little bit. You've seen 2 pretty heavy crashes, and it's still flying well. It doesn't even know it crashed. Little funnel, funnel, funnel. Funnel, 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 funnel. Little spinny, spinny, spinny. Put on the brakes. Didn't want to hit nothing. And we have low voltage. So we are going to land this. Bamzo. We already know what happens on low voltage from the last flight. If you fly it to the point where it gets too low, it will auto land itself. It won't just shut off and drop out of the sky. Guys, I'm J Drone. Let's see here. Showing like 12 minutes on this. That's a good flight time, man. So we're probably talking about maybe like a 10-minute flight or around there. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and have a wonderful day. Bamzo. Later.